Hey YouTube, it's Sean here, and today I'm back with a long overdue review of the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 in the Zebra colorway. These originally dropped February 25th for a retail price of $220 US or $300 here in Canada. The official colorway for this shoe is white, core black, and red, and these were available in very limited numbers. Here in Canada, these were only available at the Adidas original stores in Montreal, Vancouver, and Toronto, and they were also available in very limited numbers on adidas.ca. As with all Yeezy releases go, the lineup just to enter the raffle for the chance to win these pair at Adidas was massive, and safe to say I struck out both at the in-store raffle level as well as on Adidas Canada website. Luckily for me, it was my first time trying, and I was actually able to check out a pair from YeezySupply.com. After waiting a few weeks for the shipping and dealing with UPS back and forth to deal with the international customs and duties that were associated with this pair, finally I have these in hand. This Zebra colorway is the 7th version of the 350 V2 model to release, but this is the first Yeezy 350 to be predominantly white in its color. So let's take a closer look at these shoes. So these Zebras take the same general shape as all the other 350 V2 models, but the one thing different that it does have is this pull tab in the back that is similar to the black and red colorway that dropped prior to this one. This shoe is so striking because of this white and black contrast prime knit material that's featured on the top. Unlike the other V2 colorways that are predominantly black, except for of course the belugas, this one is so unique because you can really see the different variations within the prime knit weave. Taking a look at the lateral side, this side is predominantly white. So we have this stripe that originates from the back of the heel and wraps its way around the lateral side, ending right before the edge of the toe. Accented on this white prime knit is this Supply 350 or St. Pablo Loves You. I'm not sure exactly what it stands for, but it could be one or the other. Either way, this lettering is found on the lateral side in this reversed mirror image. And both the left shoe and the right shoe are both done in this reversed mirror style image. This red lettering really pops because it's the only source of color aside from white and black that's found on this shoe. Taking a look at the medial side, this is made up of these bold white and black stripes that once again originate from the heel and wrap its way along the side, ending again at the edge of the toe. Running up the center of the shoe is this thick stitch that starts from the base of the toe and ends at the top of the tongue. The laces on these shoes are your standard Yeezy Boost rope laces done in white. Taking a look at the back, we have this pull tab that was once originally found on the Yeezy Boost 350 V1, but is now featured on the V2 models. So this is done in this white nylon material, and there is this black contrast stitch that runs along the center of this pull tab. These Zebras feature this removable insole in white that has this Adidas and Yeezy branding done on the heel in black, and on the other side there is this Adidas logo found embossed into the heel. Taking a look at the back heel, there are the Adidas 3 stripes done in white 3M, and along the ankle area there is this additional padding found here as well. These Zebras sit atop this Boost midsole which is found along the entire length of the shoe, and the Boost is actually encased in this semi-translucent TPU material, which is what you actually see running along the sides of this shoe. So as you can tell, this is done in this off-white or like a milky sort of color. And taking a look at this outsole is done in this cream-colored rubber material. The outsole has this Boost branding on the heel, Adidas branding on the top, as well as this exposed Boost along the forefoot, as well as along the back heel. In the original photos that surfaced, it looked like this shoe would be sitting on this entirely creamy white or milky white midsole and outsole. But eventually, as more and more real life pictures surfaced, and eventually as I physically got these in hand, as you can tell, this midsole and the outsole are two distinct colors. The midsole is more of a pure milky white color, whereas the outsole has a strong hint of yellow to the overall look. Personally, I'm okay with the fact that the outsole is yellow, but the one thing that does kind of bother me a little bit is that there's this 2-inch wedge of the outsole that's found on the midsole. So right here in the back, as you can tell, this entire midsole is done in this milky white color, and then suddenly, boom, we have this random wedge of yellow. So I understand this is probably how the shoe's manufactured, that they need a portion of this outsole to wrap up so that they can somehow tie the shoe together, but visually it just looks kind of off where you have everything in this white color, but then there's this random piece of yellow that's found on the midsole. In terms of sizing, these do run true to size, so I do stick with my normal 10.5. For reference sake, all my other 350 V2 colorways are also in a 10.5, but my 350 V1 colorways are a size 10. So these ones do fit more snug than the V1s, so if you do have a pair of the V1s, go up at least a half size for these. I'm not going to go too much in depth about the comfort, as I'm sure you guys have probably seen my other Yeezy Boost reviews, but if you haven't, these are a very comfortable shoe. You can really feel the boost underneath your feet, and I'd say that they're just underneath the Ultra Boost and more comfortable than the NMD or the Nike Runner. One thing that you may find uncomfortable is that this toe box area is pretty shallow, so when you do wear these with the insole, sometimes they do press down along your toes, and this does cause some discomfort. So for me personally, I do wear my Yeezy Boost 350s without the insole, so this gives you additional height along the toe, which frees up some room for your toes and makes the shoe feel overall more comfortable. So now let me show you guys how these Zebra 350 V2s look laced up and on feet. So overall, from a value standpoint, this shoe is reselling for the most money among all the 350 V2 colorways. With that said, I wouldn't say that this is personally my favorite colorway. I would still rank the Belugas as number 1, and then these ones would be somewhere in the middle of the pack. I do appreciate that this shoe is predominantly white, as it does give me a break from all the other 350 V2 models that have recently released that were all done basically in black. With that said though, I do think that the contrast of this black and white is a little bit loud, and personally for my personal style, I usually like wearing shoes that are a little bit more subtle and can kind of blend in a bit more with what I'm wearing that day. So that wraps up my review of the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 in the Zebra colorway. If you guys were able to grab a pair of these, let me know in the comments down below, and I want to know how you guys rank these colorways. Where does this one fall in your personal opinion? As always, be sure to hit that subscribe button, give me that thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video, and definitely give me a follow on Instagram as well at SGO8. Until next time, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next review.